Okay. What's up? What's up, chat? How's it going? So as you can see, the date right here. Yeah. Today's July 31st, 2026. And 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, I had a 100% run that was pretty pivotal for me. This is going to sound kind of weird. It wasn't just a pivotal thing in speedrunning for me, it was also kind of a pivotal thing in life for me. Technically, the run started on July 30th, but it finished on the 31st. So I consider today to be the anniversary. So 5 years ago, I got a 1:12:53 run in 100%. And that was my first 1:12 that I ever ran. What people may not know about this is so if you're new or newish around here, my stream used to be pretty different than it is right now. It was better, and then it was way worse, and now it's better again, kinda. But long story short, my first 100% world record was a 1:13:04, and that happened on New Year's Day, 2021. And it was awesome. That run was crazy good. Like, it was crazy good. It was basically a god run for what I was capable of at the time. And that was a really cool experience to have, but also being so close to the 1:12 was probably not the best thing for my mental health, because it convinced me that I needed to keep pushing, because nobody had done a 1:12 before, obviously, since that was a world record. And so there was a lot of pressure, right? I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I felt a lot of pressure from the community. Now, when I say that, I want to be clear. Nobody was pressuring me directly in like a, you have to do this or I won't like you anymore, like anything weird like that. It wasn't like that. It was just like, I felt kind of this weird sense of like obligation to do the thing because it hadn't been done before. Cat. It's a can't wait for the 1:12. Yeah, exactly. Like, people were just really excited about it, right? They wanted to see it happen. And I wanted to see it happen. So there was a lot of pressure. The thing is, I wasn't ready. To be completely honest, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for a 1:12. And I was also not ready for that kind of a grind. But I made myself do it anyway. And I learned a lot through that experience, because I've talked about this many times, but I got my 1:13:04, 100% world record. It was awesome. I was super happy. And then I wasn't happy. And I ignored that. And I shouldn't have ignored that. I should have listened to myself not being happy and taken a break or done something else or quit or like literally anything else. I should have done literally anything else, but I didn't. And 6 weeks later, after I'd been continuing to push for the 1:12, Zost got a 1:12. He got a 1:12:55. He got it first, and that was my sign that I needed to take a step back, because I could no longer be the first person to do it. The community pressure was gone, and so the only pressure left was pressure that I was putting on myself, and it was very unhealthy pressure. And I also had a lot of really hard things going on in my personal life and my professional life, and it just was not a good time for me to try and force this thing to happen. But I did. I forced it to happen, and it did eventually work out. For better or worse, it did work out. And the way that I'm talking about this sounds really negative, and I want to be clear. Like, I'm really proud that this run happened, that I pushed through, that I made it through. And like I already said, it taught me a lot of things about myself. And I think without having had those experiences, I probably wouldn't still be speedrunning today. I think without having those experiences, I probably never would have gotten the 40/22 any percent. So there's good and bad to it, right? But I can say without a doubt, I did not approach it the right way, and I hurt myself in the process. And I don't like that was the thing that happened. So whenever I talk about this run or think about this run or do like watchbacks of this run, I have to remember like I was in a very different place, and things were really hard, and yeah. So anyway, we're gonna watch it now. I'll just let it kind of speak for itself. I'll probably be pausing and talking about things periodically throughout. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So let's switch over here. Okay. So first off, I look younger, but I also look sicker because I was. And obviously, like, there's a lot of stuff that has changed over the years on like my layout and stuff. And honestly, that actually makes me really proud. Because things look different and better now than they did. So yeah, cool stuff. Also the mic, the quality of my mic's going to be quite different as well. But I'm going to be talking over, so, you know, whatever. Okay, let's just go. So let me think about this. So we're going to have the splits here so you guys can see how that was going, right? And basically, just so we're on the same page, these early game splits that I was running against were very, 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 very good for the time. It's actually kind of crazy how good these splits were for the time. So that put like even more pressure on getting the run, as it were, because it's like when I got the 11304, thing is, I've just been playing so well. It was like they were just so good. The early game was just so good, and so I was basically never ahead running against it until the last bit of the grind, and then I would have some runs where I was ahead after Fantoon. Very early on in the grind, I had runs where I was ahead after Fantoon, and then very late in the grind, I had some runs. And other than that, there was like nothing promising. As I already mentioned, I continued grinding and pushing for the 112 when I shouldn't have. And one of the things that was really awful about that was there were a few months there in the middle where I had no paces, like nothing promising at all. And it's because I was completely burnt out and I was just forcing myself through it. So it was, yeah, that was hard. What do I classify as early game for Hundo? It's probably the same as well, maybe not the same as any percent. Basically, okay, in the sense that the run doesn't really start until Fantoon is dead, it's the same as any percent. Like, you can have like a good, you know, first 10 minutes, first 15 minutes, whatever, but it doesn't really get real until Fantoon is dead, which is 20, I think it's like 22 or 23 minutes into the run or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I want to kind of pay attention to my movement and stuff, because it's been a long time since I watched this run. And I'm curious how my movement 5 years ago looked compared to today. One of the things that we did not have back then that we have now is room times. So like, you know, you can see like there's no room times posting on the screen anywhere. because Funtoon didn't support that at the time. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Funtoon is in chat. You guys can't see that. I can hide it and show real fast. So yeah, Funtoon's in chat here. But in general, there were a lot of like integrations and stuff that hadn't come out yet. So yeah, Shadow Phoenix. So I'll keep an eye on chat for Shadow Phoenix, Drewski. See where he pops in. But yeah, Static Shock. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is this run is pretty legendary in a number of different ways, but okay. See, so I fell there. And the thing is, okay, I know that I still complain when I make mistakes. I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't. I definitely still complain when I make mistakes. But the way that I handle mistakes now is so much healthier than the way that I handled it back when I got this run. So there's going to be various points in the run where I make mistakes, and I probably will overreact to those mistakes. And the thing is, like, I need to be kind to myself, and I also kind of want to, like, explain to chat.
With that pit room, holy crap, man. That was totally it.
I had been grinding for a 437 for a long time. And my comments here were that was totally it, but I fell in pit room, so I lost it. I was really critical of myself when I would make mistakes, and it was so, like, I don't even know how to explain it, you guys. My nervous system was so fried.
Yeah,
like, okay, my nervous system now is fried. Back then, it was like charcoal. I was in such a bad place, physically and mentally and everything. It was not good. But I just kept trying, you know. I just kept pushing. So anyway, 1036 Varia, 1407 speed. I'm not sure.
And confirming that others have also given me that same feedback. That's all.
I'm not sure that
I like it as well. We can relate.
I'm not sure how good those are compared to the current runs. I have no frame of reference for Hundo right now because I haven't run it in like 2 years, so I don't know. I don't know what's good and what's not these days. But obviously 439 bombs is solid. This was better than average at the time, I think. The 439 bombs. So okay, so that's different. So I definitely will be doing that differently next time I go to Hundo. Bit of a slow room there, honestly. As far as you know, no one's gotten sub 14 speed booster. Yo, it's Benjamin Pugh in chat. It's been a little bit since I saw him. I like how in the PB run, your time saves are in the back end of the run, so there's always hope. But is there? Is there always hope? I don't know, man. All right. Reverse mock ball. I think I changed how I do that. I don't remember for sure. I think I roll a little farther now, but maybe not. Man, it's been so long. Okay, that's good. That's a good strat. Y2 Trips, how's it going? You hope that all has been well. Well, I don't want to mar like the commentary experience of rewatching this run, so I'm not gonna get into it. Things have been really hard for a while, but yeah. So yeah, the majority of the time saves in this run were in the back half compared to the front half. I already mentioned that the early game was hey, songs. Hundo songs. Oh, Twin is going to be really happy about Hundo songs. Okay, bye, Nia. She was on my lap. This run had a really good early game.
Just might be the strat, you know, and now we're going down the Green Hill Zone.
Mock ball. I don't know if that would be good in Hundo today. That's something I'll have to think about. Dust was so new. Dust was so new to the SM community during this time. Your intro was Zos 112 via random YouTube recommendation. That's interesting. Okay, that was slow. That was really slow compared to how I do that room now. That's cool. See, and the thing is, like, this run was so good. It was so good when I got it. Like, trying to save time in the early game against this run was really, really hard when I started running it again a couple years later. And yeah, now I'm watching it and it's like, I mean, it's solid for sure, but I am a lot faster now, so that's interesting. Did you see that we cleared the gap because I wasn't singing? Mock ball through the hidden tunnel. Jump into the one tile gap. Heck everything in this heckin' hallway. Especially Mini Crade. Dude. Hundo songs are fire, dude. I should just start running Hundo again, huh? Check the door, except I screwed up. Lay a bomb in the corner and wait for Crade to bust through the floor. I'm not making fun of myself, Twin. It's all good. It was a long song, it's true. Man, that was weird. That was... Yo, I skipped the drops? Is that standard? I don't remember. Do we skip Crade drops in Hundo? Alright, so we're still minus 1.5. Still minus 1.5. Okay, 1620 Ice Beam. Again, I don't know. I don't know what these are like. Mini Crade to E-Tank. Yeah, I understand. Okay. There's no benefit. There would be no benefit to grabbing Crade drops. That makes sense. It might be different for early power bombs, but probably not.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I don't know, Musenji. So I made a comment about something sounding awful. Van Barra was talking about a plando that he was doing that required task dance. And it's funny because now with Map Rando, there would be a lot of different ways to do that if you had like Ice Beam or something. That's funny. I did a jump shot there. So we don't do a jump shot. Well, I don't do a jump shot there anymore. I do a Doppler shot to open that door. Saves like 10 frames at most. It's like, it's not that good, but it saves a little bit. That's crazy though, yeah. Okay, there's a new strat there. If you have power bombs, which if and when I run Hundo again, I'll be doing early power bombs. So that's cool. That'll be different. That room looked kind of slow. Yeah, so the reason for that, Drewski, comes down to a few things.
Double
This
super.
room being one of them, actually. This room has a Spazer special beam combo that you can do if you have power bombs. So that's cool.
Whoa.
But yeah, really it comes down to we have the more aggressive like fast red tower now, which makes it just makes it definitively faster between that and saving the supers for the Kraid revisit. Nia, get in your chair. You're sitting on the floor like a bad cat. Hey, chair. Chair. You do that again, I'm cropping you out. Bad cat. Did I do uppercut? I still love uppercut. Uppercut's amazing, dude. I love uppercut.
That's ridiculous, man. It's a really good segment.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, minus 3.6, yeah.
It might have golded if we did the deboost.
We're saving time. Yeah, so it's funny because when I think about my hundo early game, even today,
Thank you.
I'm actually really impressed with how consistently I could get like really strong paces to Fantoon, because it's twice the run length that any percent is, and yet still, you know, we're like 22 minutes in or whatever, and just right there on pace. Hundo's crazy, dude. Hundo is, it's crazy. I'm actually like, I'm scared. I did notice a different strat coming out of Batcave than what I would do today. But yeah, Hundo still, like, it's not something I'm currently like considering really. Like it is in my plans in the future, but right now I'm still totally locked in on any percent and any percent adjacent. Bomb spread, bro! All right, maybe I won't run early power bombs. If you run early power bombs, you can't do bomb spread. Well, you can, but it's slower. I love bomb spread. Okay, this is important. This is very important. I'm gonna hide this. Okay, see this? See this? I made a comment earlier. Made a comment about how this run is actually Oats' run. So Oats doesn't even have to keep running Hundo, guys. He already has a 112. Because if he hadn't raided me, then obviously I wouldn't have 112'd on this run. So it's actually his run. Like, just to be super clear. So, yeah. Yes, the psychiatric evaluation quote is also there.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
But yeah, pretty much everything about my stream has changed since I had this run. We have loosely the same layout in terms of like how things are set up, like where my camera is and stuff. And I say that very loosely, like the game is in the same spot. It's anyway. Yeah, this is a really good early game though. Really solid. Minus 6.7 at Ice Beam. I'm actually impressed that my heart rate was as low as it was at this point, if I'm being completely honest. So when I did this run, I was on a couple different kinds of medication that were kind of screwing with me. One of which was Adderall. I was on Adderall for ADHD, and it just shot my heart rate and my blood pressure through the roof. But like, I couldn't really focus on my job without it, so I couldn't not take it. Anyway, it was bad times. People would like always comment on my heart rate and say that like I needed to go to the hospital and stuff. It was really annoying. Like, I was just trying to survive. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was having a rough time. So yeah, like, the thing is, if I were to be on world record pace at the end of a Honda run now, it would probably still... Wow, that was bad. That was bad.
That's not good. Okay.
It would probably still... My heart would probably still spike around the same point. Like 170, maybe 180. But generally, it would be lower.
Come on, Zeni.
For the majority of the run.
Don't start playing like trash just because Oats rated you.
Oh, this strat. I love this strat. Which one was I doing? Okay.
There's my power bomb.
So we did change this in the next grind. So the cool thing about this room is that since it has hoppers, the RNG is normalized. So if you kill them in a certain way, they're more likely to drop super missiles. So we did change the strat for that room later in the following grind. Because we got to get them supers. That was actually the main thing that changed between this run and the following grind was I put a lot more emphasis on saving super missiles. Because we had a different Ridley fight that helped the next grind as well. But in order to do the faster Ridley fight, we needed more supers.
No.
Do we bonk here?
There's no way this is gonna work. I can see the beam.
We bonk?
It's impossible when you can see the beam.
GG. Run is dead, bro.
It's still really sick pace. It's just not as good as last time now.
Still ahead.
Right.
Still ahead. Oh, I missed the quick turn. Dang it. I missed that jump. Man, what a noob. What a noob, bro. I can't believe this is the world record. Not anymore. Current world record is a 1:12:17. That's something I forgot to mention earlier.
Nice.
That was its own separate thing that I worked very hard for. All right. I think this is a fast. I had been going for 1 rounds, but, and honestly, this is part of the reason I say this run actually belongs to Oats. I think I legitimately decided, I was like, I'm not even going to try.
Let's go, dude.
I'm not even going to try to 1 round because this pace is really good and I just got an Oats raid and I got a fast, so hopefully I get a fast, and then I did.
All
right. So chat's kind of popping off here.
It's crappy health.
Oh goody, we have a horrible person in chat.
Come on, dude.
That's wonderful. I'll wait for a minute for them to be gone.
You are just fine and dandy.
But yeah, chat is like, oh my gosh, fast, holy crap. This is it. This is real. Matt Zeni. Wonder what happened to that person.
Ironic that this is crappy health and that thing dropped me health, but I couldn't get it.
Hey, J-Wags.
What a game.
It's been fine so far. I didn't rehearse this or script it out or anything, so like, I don't know how good this content's actually going to be. I kind of want to post it on YouTube, but I kind of don't. I kind of don't care. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I do think I'm going to make a short form video talking about the experience of this run. But, well, no, it doesn't, Drewski, but the thing is, I haven't been posting any content lately, and that's actually really bad for my YouTube channel. So, like, it's low effort, right? Can't believe we
Grab the
did the
energy tank.
bomb jump, bro. So slow. We gotta just YOLO that jump. All right, so the wrecked ship segment in 100% is so difficult. There's a new strat there. We can go through the spark there now, I think. But in general, like, this is probably the most stressful point of the run. Because you get to Fantoon, you're on a good pace, and then you get a good pattern, so you're on an even better pace. And then you have to execute what is one of the most difficult sections of the run. And you have to hope that you don't totally screw it up. So this part of the run is extremely stressful. It's a really good strat. I love Attic and Hundo. Okay, this is the worst room in the game in 100%. By far. Freaking robot missiles. This room sucks.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, robot. You were merciful, and I appreciate it.
Oh!
Okay, you were a lying son of a crap face, dude. You weren't merciful. You were a freaking liar, dude.
I just had to say it. Just had to say it.
What the heck?
Oates swears here, like in his current runs, he swears in that room. It's because that room sucks, dude. That room is the worst. It's so bad. Hey, Sky.
Good.
Yeah, so apparently that's not faster. I'll have to time it myself again, but I asked Oates about it a couple months ago because I noticed he wasn't doing that angle down shot. And he like did a live demo. He's like, yeah, I'm not saving any time with this, so I just don't do it. I was like, wow. So yeah, I'll have to look at that eventually someday. It's cool though. I like that shot, but if it's not faster, it's probably harder than a jump shot. We have a new bowling strat here, which is cool.
Okay.
But that came after this run, so. So the beams that I shot into the floor there, for anybody who doesn't know, are actually really important. There are some robots walking around below the floor, and shooting them at the correct time will cause them to fall into the holes, the gaps, so we don't have to do that after coming down. So somebody in chat just said ahead of gravity first time with like a scared face. And it's very possible that that's actually legit. Like the gravity pace in the 11304 was so crazy good. It's very possible that I had never been ahead before. So let's take a look and see. It's tight. It's tight. Yep. Minus 1.4. So yeah, unfortunately my splits didn't have like best pace ever, best pace since, like that stuff. So I don't know for sure. We could figure it out probably on Run GG, but yeah. So shout outs to Sumwest for that. J-Wags.
That was way too high.
That sucks.
Not even close.
Yeah, Sumwest contacted me like a year or two after this run, I think, and was like, hey, so do you know why nobody in Super Metroid uses these live split plugins?
Dude, why do I keep...
No, he didn't make them, but he recommended them to me. And I was like, oh, dude, this is sick. So that's why they're on my splits now.
Oh,
Oh, that's bad.
No!
That's a bad bonk. That's really
Oh, I
bad.
freaking
See,
hate that
okay, so we're
mistake,
behind now.
dude.
We're behind now.
Heck.
Oh, brother. Okay, so I just remembered. There's a pause coming up. This is so funny. There's a pause screen coming up, and in the 11304, I completely fumbled the pause screen.
Yeah.
So it's a free time save, okay? It's completely free, so I'm like frustrated, but I'm like, it's okay. Like I can save a little time on the pause screen. So I completely fumble it again.
Way to go, Zeni. I can save time on menuing. Oh, screwed up the menu again, just like freaking PB.
It's so funny. All right. Here is the master strat. I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it. You guys can say it if you want. I'm not going to say it. So I definitely had some runs die to this. It's a rough strat. I also had some runs die to this room, because if you fall down one side of these crumble blocks, it's GG. You lose like a whole minute. I just YOLO'd what? You mean the crumble blocks? That's just how I do it, man. It's actually normalized. Like I do things in a very specific way. Yeah.
Nice.
It's like it's easier for me to do it that way. Either that or I go very slow. Anyway. Yeah. No, that's good. It's a good strat. That's also part of the reason that there was a potential spot to switch where we swapped beams.
Of course it happened. God. Come on.
Screwed that room up.
Ugh.
There was a strat a few years ago where we were thinking about switching beams at a different spot, and actually the reason I decided not to was because you couldn't normalize the crumble room with the spazer ice or whatever it was. It made it too hard to save time, basically. And it was a lot more difficult. This room, hang on. I just need to go back and say something funny. Okay, so this room will probably always remind me of Zost, because he had a run before he got his 112.55 that was crazy pace. I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it was ahead of me here, which is insane. Okay, he had a run that was crazy pace, and this is the room where he lost the run because he missed the jump and he fell.
Heck.
So like I remember that, like that moment when that happened was both so sad and also such a relief to me, because I was like, oh, I'm safe. Anyway, I didn't end up being safe. he got his run a little bit later, but like, yeah. The fact, like when you think about that, okay, that back in 2021, Zost was running hundo, and he was ahead of this run, either this run or the 113.04. He was ahead like significantly.
Really good pace. So
and his current PB is a 112.55, right? And my current PB is a 112.17. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is Zost is crazy, and he could definitely like crush this category if his wrist and his time and everything allowed him to, because he's amazing. Oh, dude, that sucks. Yo, I cleared my throat at the same time that old Zeni, that previous Zeni cleared his throat. Sick. I got a comment on YouTube today asking me to explain this extremely advanced, very difficult strat. It's actually not that hard.
Good.
But I was like, that's called Mission Impossible, and I do explain it in my tutorials. It's a very cool strat. Okay, what's the deal here? We changed this too. So this is one of the main rooms that we saved time in the following grind. That's cool. Is that Zost clip where he lost the run? Like, is that actually a thing? Or is it something else? Oh, that sucks. That makes me sad. What was his pace? I guess that's hard to tell, actually. I think his splits showed like ahead or behind of Zeni. I think they did. And they were like adjusted because he was running the different route, but... Okay. So he was +1 on my run, but the thing is... he had so much more potential time save in the back half than I did. So him being +1 was terrifying. It was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Did he have his, like... I don't think he had a best possible time on his splits, did he? Did he have a sum of best on those splits? I'm curious what it was. Yeah. Okay. Sum of best 112.22. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of slow.
Mm-hmm. Zost is crazy, dude. He's so good at this game. Mm-hmm. It's so funny to think about because, like... I mean, I know I meme about... Oh, it was best possible time. See, that's even scarier, dude.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I think I messed that strat up in the current record, if I recall. But yeah, like... I know I meme about being bad at this game and stuff, and like sometimes I legitimately feel that way, sometimes I don't. But I mean this genuinely, like... I think most people don't really understand just how much more crazy Zost is at this game. I really wish that his wrist would have allowed him to keep grinding. But yeah, I mean he's making good progress on his hitbox stuff, so we'll see where that goes. And he will, yeah. Yeah, no, he's super humble about it. He came to visit like a month ago, and even then, he's very humble in all of our conversations. That's a different strat, so we don't jump there anymore. I realized / discovered during the last grind that since there's a downward slope there, running forward with speed booster on the downward slope actually makes you move lower faster than jumping early, which is really interesting. You just run off. It's like the same or better, which any strat that simplifies things and comes out the same. Yeah, if it's easier, there's no reason not to do that sort of a thing. And it's definitely easier. It's definitely easier to just run down rather than trying to get a 1-frame jump tap or whatever. So I always whistle that part of the song, and I remember there was one hundo run. I don't remember if it ended up getting record or not, but there was one hundo run where I was on a really good pace, and I started whistling right there. And then somebody in chat was like, "Yo, we started whistling at the same time." Yeah, it's so good. I think I changed how I do this room too. I don't remember though, for sure. I think I came up with some sort of pattern recognition.
Nice.
For when the
right.
sand douche, they're called ouches, burrows into the sand. If it burrows in at a specific time, you can know for sure whether it's going to pop back out or not and ruin your day. It's really funny to me, though, saying that out loud, that I think I came up with some sort of pattern recognition for that because I'm autistic. So, like, It's just another thing where like I'm looking at like past me and I'm like, oh yeah, because I didn't know.
Oh, damn it! That sucks.
There was another thing I was talking to Sassy earlier about. I had a routine back in high school. It was very important that I kept to my routine, and if I didn't get to keep to my routine, it would like ruin my whole weekend. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Use missiles on the fish and short charge to kill the thing on the ground. Really? Okay, that's... I believe you. I do remember that now, actually. Wonder what the deal... Like, I swear there was something with pattern recognition. Okay, so we do a completely different Batoon strat now, as you can see. So that was a... It was a sound cue. That was a sound cue setup, and then it used more supers than we use. So that's another thing that's changed. I think the current Hundo record has a relatively recent and applicable Batoon strat, but I don't remember for sure. Nice bounce. I think, yes, this was before the new Dragon strat. Okay, so see how I'm practicing the short charge and the shot timing and all that stuff? So there was one point during this grind, before I got this run, where I got here on a pace like this, maybe even better. And basically, right as the Evers were passing Samus, my brain just shut off, and I forgot what I was supposed to do completely. Like, it was the dumbest thing. I, like, reversed my shots and taps, or, like, whatever. Anyway, it was, like, super heartbreaking. Anyway.
Oh my.
Yeah, so the other thing is that Dragon was probably my biggest time save compared to my PB. And I still flubbed it right there. So I was like really worried, but I managed to back it up, thankfully. So we still, you know, we're still 6.4 ahead. But that was scary.
How did that not work?
It didn't work because it was a bad strat, Zeni. And we have a better strat now. Thank goodness. Oats is running Hundo right now, yes. Yep. Hey, look who it is. Look who it is in chat. It's Dust. He's still around today. And Beeford. And Prof. Look at all these legends in chat. Thank you guys for being around. Prof actually has this hat now. I gave it to him. The Zost quote. Yeah, it's a good Zost quote. What do you recommend for someone who wants to speedrun any % Super Metroid? A psychiatric evaluation. Yep. Yeah, I really like Nutty's chat widget. It's really good. Ooh, that was scary. Got the fast moon fall into the sand, and then we wiggle down through the sand. Aim down so we don't bounce off the sand. Drewski. Missile path. Ball down the left side, and we'll try to fast space jump. Miss a morph into the hole, and we drop the. Could have been a soft lock, but it wasn't. Second morph into the hole,
quick drop through the sand that I have messed up.
Damage boost. Angle up, charge shot through this door. So we do a different strat here now. I do a different strat here now.
Did you see that
So
Puyo ice clip? I did.
the funny thing is that strat's pretty aggressive, but it is normalized, so generally it's fine as long as you don't mess it up. But near the end of my previous hundo grind, I kept messing it up. And it didn't matter how much I practiced it, I kept messing it up anyway. So, near the end of that grind, I just started doing the YOLO strat instead. And it was better. It was more consistent. Also, another thing is, in the current run, current record, current strats, whatever, we're burning missiles at this point, down to like 8 missiles or something like that, because, again, I came up with a strat where we farm GT for supers while we do damage during the fight by manipulating him to always shoot the orbs. And he'll do that if you have a lower missile count. So that's something that changed. And then also there's an early shot to aggro the snail behind the sand. I don't know if we do that here or not. Looks like it. Yeah, okay. So this was in there, but the missile strat was different. Also, we kill Shack Tool now as we leave the room because it can save on door lag. And that's another thing that has changed. You miss the hundo specific songs, Raven? I do too. A lot of people do, I think. Oh, okay, I missed it. There was a Shadow Phoenix in the chat. Next time he pops up, I'll pause and show you guys. He said, I love this Zeni song. Good old Shadow Phoenix.
Oh! Gosh!
Why did I jump there?
Really
So that is really bad. We lost all of our speed there.
Dude.
That's really bad. Yikes.
That's like 2 seconds gone. Good hell. I thought we missed this. Shut up, Zeni.
Shut up, Zeni. So I had a really bad habit. I still do this, where I'll make a mistake and then I'll talk about it for like the next
Plenty of ways to make
60 seconds. And all it does is make me make more mistakes and play worse. It's like, so sometimes I'd notice that I was doing it. Shut up, Zeni. Like, just stop talking and play the freaking game, man.
Like right there. See? You're good.
It's a good strat.
You're good.
Good room.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, is that the room? Is that the current strat? I don't even remember anymore. Huh. I think it is. You assume Zeni is on the right this stream? No.
Damn.
It's
close.
definitely that guy way over there on the other side. That's...
Okay,
You guessed
okay,
wrong. Oh,
okay,
that's
okay,
bad.
Okay.
That's really bad.
Yeah,
Twin,
sure,
Twin, I'm so
whatever.
sorry.
Just freaking go, man.
Twin, I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's the thing, Drewski. No, I'm not offended by you saying that. Like I said, this run was really good, but it had issues for sure, which is very indicative of the fact that the current record's a 112.17.
Damn it.
And the ironic thing is that the 112.17 is kind of similar to this run in the sense that it's not optimal. It's not close to optimal. Fantune can be a lot better, and there's other mistakes in that run that could be a lot better, and I had better paces before I got that run. So, like, I'm not scared of being able to compete with the 112.17 from an execution standpoint. or even like a consistency standpoint. It's mostly just that Hundo is so long and there's so much to it, and it's really hard to have... Oh, nice bomb. It's really hard to be in a place where like you're ready to capitalize on a pace, right?
What?
Because usually something is going wrong somewhere in the run, and you fix it and then something else breaks, and you fix that and then something else breaks. Hundo's just brutal like that.
Nice.
Ugh. Alright, let's see if I get the cool strats here that will no longer exist in the early power bombs route. Dude, these strats are so cool, man. So much spring ball swag. Oh, this? I don't remember what it's called. Oh. Yo! Yo, we got it! We got blue balls! That's awesome.
Go.
Oh, dude, that makes me happy. I will find the Amazon listing and post it for the fidget thing. Give me a second.
Good.
Nice room.
Good.
Yeah, it's not it. Posting in Twitch chat. Get rid of the reference. Okay, let me know if this link doesn't work.
Good.
All right, Hundo. Lower Norfair. Lower Norfair Hundo. Hundo Lower Norfair. Boing. All right, so that I think is different. I don't remember for sure. I think we lay the power bomb in a different spot now. Okay, thanks. Yeah, these things actually really help me. It's kind of weird, but they do, so. I don't remember if we do the same thing there or not anymore.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, we do definitely do a different strat here, because now we actually farm these orbs mid-fight to get more supers, and we, like I said, we manipulate our missile count so that he only does orbs. Yeah, so this is a pretty good segment still, and yet, and I know that I talk about this all the time, I never matched Behemoth's best segment here, as far as I remember, which is crazy. Like, he was so good at this segment. Yeah, no, it doesn't look fast. It just is. And that's like, that is so on brand for Behemoth. Like, Behemoth in both Behemoth and Zost both have this thing where they play faster than it looks like they're playing.
Okay.
So like I remember one time Behe and I were talking and he was it was like in a public situation, like in chat or something. And he was talking about how frustrating it is that he'll be watching Zost and Zost is like making all of these mistakes. And then he gets to the end of a segment and it's still faster. He's like, wait, what do you mean you made all these mistakes and you're still faster than me? This game's so funny like that sometimes. It's wild. Oh, that's okay.
No powerbomb. That's waste. Pointless. Okay. That's a 2% drop, I think. Okay.
I love this strat. This is one of those strats where when you do it in practice, sometimes people are like, wait, is that a real strat? You're like, yes. Like you actually do that in runs? Yes. It's so good. All right, so we did not have the 27 Super Ridley strat at this time. So that was one of the main things that really helped with the next grind, was that we had a faster and easier Ridley fight than what we had when I did this run. And yet that was still really good, except that Ridley flew away. That was rude. Yo, Spracken, thank you so much for the tier 3. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Still good.
This is realistically probably the best pace that I'd ever had at this point in the run. I think. If not, it's close.
Come on.
We do a different strat there now. Slightly faster. Oh, sick. I'm definitely better at this room now.
Oh no! Ooh. Damn it! That's the second time tonight.
That's not good. Is this gonna work?
Oh shoot!
Oh
man, we
dang!
still had it too.
I'm doing okay, Spracken. Thank you.
Just frick.
I am glad. I'm glad that I'm physically and mentally in a better place now than I was when I did this run. I'm also glad that July is almost over, because it's been a
so many mistakes.
difficult month for me,
Really bad. This is really bad,
which I can talk more about at the end of this run.
What? What?
Jeez. I'm over there like, I'm fighting so hard to stay calm. I just can't. I just can't. I know, right, Omni? Okay. It's pretty crazy.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
You've reminded me that you're in charge, Samus. You have reminded me that you are in charge, okay?
I think we have a different strat there. I don't remember for sure. Ugh.
I get it.
Yeah, it was a big run for sure. It's actually really interesting because so I'm 37 now. And when I think about my life as through like different phases of my life, right? Think about different phases of my life. There's a few points where there's like a before and after, right? And interestingly enough, I wasn't really expecting this, but this is one of those points. Like this run kind of represents one of those points. Things changed for me after this. It wasn't immediate, but this was kind of the beginning of me realizing that something needed to change. I'm really sorry to hear that, Spracken. That's hard.
Keep bouncing there.
I hope he's okay. I hope recovery goes okay. That was a pretty good room. There were a lot of things I needed to change in my life, one of which was the relationship that I had with this game. Yeah. So up here we're going to do a spike suit. This is one of the most stressful parts of the run, because if you mess this spike suit up, you lose a lot of time. So we get that. What's up, Zeni? Since you've been so devoted to SM for several years, do you find yourself thinking about it outside of playing it? How often are you thinking about it while not playing it? So actually it's interesting that you ask that, because I just mentioned how this run kind of represented some changes. That was one of the things, is I used to always be thinking about the game even when I wasn't playing it, like quite literally always. And then this run happened and the rest of the year happened, and then starting in 2022 I realized that I needed to change my relationship with the game. And progressively it's had less and less of a hold over my conscious thoughts. I do still think about it frequently outside of playing, but it's not like every minute or every hour kind of a thing. Also, I never used to dream about it.
Could have been about 1,000,000 times better than it was, but
I started dreaming about it when I stopped playing it as much, which was really interesting. But I still don't usually dream about it very often. It is, yeah. I have a less obsessive and more healthy relationship with the game now than I did back then. I love that. Collecting that super with grapple. It's such a cool little thing right there. Whoa! Okay, so we have a spike suit right now, which means if I make the wrong move, we will use our shine spark, and I'll lose a bunch of time. That Kago there was really scary. It was very close to losing the shine spark right there.
That's kind of slow.
Here. Yep.
Okay, I did not release down, so we're not going to try and mock because I'm already on the ground. I just saw a raid or a host come through.
So if you have a Shine Spark charged while deboosting, if you let go of the deboost, you'll activate it. So in order to not use a Shine Spark when if you deboost, you have to carry the deboost all the way until Samus lands. I love you. There was a more fun morph there, Omni. So I did a mock ball into a spring ball into an unmorph, and that puts Samus in a falling state. Shine Sparks will not activate in a falling state. The practice tools are it's just a ROM, Brian. So I mean, if all you have is like an original cartridge or like a virtual console version of the game or whatever, you'll just have to practice with the tools that you have. So we got X-Ray. Shaco, this is an old run. Ah, that sucks. That was a bad mistake.
We like bounced under the gate. I don't think I've ever done that.
Look who it is. They're in chat right now. It's Bracken. Hey, Bracken. Thank you for subscribing back then and subscribing now. I appreciate it. Yes, one of the records in the previous grind had reverse slinky, but the current record does not. This is probably the scariest segment in the whole run. So not the most stressful, but this segment is very difficult to execute optimally, and it also has a ton of potential for things to go just very wrong. So this is it's a tough part of the run. Good. Yo, nice. That was good. See you later, Tex. I think you're probably gone already, but... Hey, Sassy's in chat. And Prof and Sassy are having a conversation. And we're still really good friends with Prof, and that makes me really happy.
Hell yeah.
Yo, nice. Dude, I love these strats. Oh my gosh. All right, time to run Hundo again. Watching Hundo runs is really risky because I see all the cool stuff and I'm like, I don't want to run any percent anymore. I want to run Hundo. Someday. Whoa. I thought I messed up there. Twin. Hey, Twin Mommy was one of my good friends, okay? You be nice. I wonder if there's a wraparound shot in that room.
Shoot. Yes.
Probably not. Probably not. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. All right, we're making it to Turian, guys, on a really good pace. So yeah.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yes, woke kid. That was my heart rate, and
Alright,
actually, this is
Don't jinx it.
this heart rate is
No matter what happens, this is easily the best pace I've ever had by 10 seconds.
best pace I'd ever had by 10 seconds.
It's fine. It's totally fine. All right.
So yeah, considering the implications of being on such a good pace and having been pushing for a 112 with no breaks for 7 months. The heart rate was definitely up there. Today it would probably be between 130 and 140. But by the time I get to baby skip, like it's just really intense. What was I feeling at the time? Stress and anxiety.
Meminator drops.
All right. So, yeah, it's going to spike here because this strat is really, really hard and it's really risky, but it's really cool and it's really fast. Okay. I'm going to hide me so you guys can see chat popping off because it's like one of my favorite things. All right, here we go.
Shit.
So yeah, I messed up Zeb skip.
Okay.
But I had
Shit.
this is so bad. I had been messing it up over the past months, and so I had some good backups, but still I definitely lost time there, 5 seconds. Stressful. So something that's really funny is I'm not looking at chat or anything right now. Okay, see all this frame drop stuff? That's because people were gifting a bunch of subs and all sorts of stuff. And I had so many like redemptions, like on-screen redemptions and stuff. My computer could not handle it. So we just lost a bunch of frames right there. Oh, this is pre two cries. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So I'm jumping in the corner here, just like hoping that we save time with it, which is funny. I mean, it does consistently save a couple seconds to do that if you're not doing two cries, but there wasn't really any rhyme or reason to what we were doing. It was just kind of like, we know that this helps, so we do it. And sometimes it would save like 2 seconds, and sometimes it would save like 3 seconds compared to a normal stand-up. All right, now we just got to do the escape. By the way, I have what is probably my favorite personal pop-off ever when I get on the ship here. It's funny because I actually really hate my pop-off from the 4022. Like, it's really cringe to me. But this one is kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of endearing. Oh.
Come on.
The nerves are hitting. They're hitting. I know it's close, but I'm not looking. I also didn't think I was going to get record with this, but I was pretty sure I was going to 112, and that was all I really cared about.
Come on, come on.
But I was so nervous that I was going to mess up and throw it. So thankfully that didn't happen.
Hell yes! 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 Holy shit! Yes! 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 Take that, July!
And to think, you almost didn't do another run.
Look how red my elbows were
And I have to observe skin?
from like jutting into the arms on my chair.
Credit to that one goes for Ruya, you guys. He made me learn the optimal ship entry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh!
So
7 months! 7 months without a PB!
it's funny because at this point I've had longer grinds, right? Oops.
Thank you.
I've had longer grinds without a PB. I think my daughter comes on screen right here. But like, I don't know. The thing about this one is, like I said, I wasn't actually ready. I wasn't ready for a 112, but I just
did a good job.
tried to force it. And
Yeah.
basically, oh, she was so small. She was teeny tiny.
It's those oats raids, man. It's the freaking oats raids.
What a sweetie. When I say that I didn't take a break, I mean that like quite literally. Like, I was doing practice and runs like basically every single day. It just
99%.
it wasn't good. Wasn't a good dynamic. Anyway, I just want to talk for a minute before I finish this part of the stream. I think I'm going to be done here, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, can we snooze those, or the snooze is all gone? We can snooze. Okay. So we're going to snooze, and then we'll snooze again if I'm still talking or whatever. But like, so I just want to talk about things on a personal level for a minute. So I get on the ship here, right? And first thing I say is take that July, right? I'm not going to elaborate on this too much. The main thing that I want to touch on, and I hadn't really fully comprehended this until recently. So many years ago, I had a very traumatic thing happen to me in July. And ever since then, July has been a really hard month for me. To the point where, like, everything could be totally fine from like a factual standpoint in a day, but I would be having the worst day ever because I was just so activated from the trauma. So I think about this grind, and I think about the fact that I was still forcing myself to do this in the middle of like being totally bent out of shape. You know, and I pull the runoff on the very last day of the month. And what's really interesting is I remember thinking at the time, like, okay, you know, maybe now I can associate July with something really positive. And yet, that isn't what happened at all. Instead, this run became kind of this weird, like, I'm super proud of this run. But all it really represents to me is how hard of a time I was having, and that I should have taken a break, and that I should have taken care of myself more. So like, anyway, the reason that I'm talking about this specifically is because I've been in trauma therapy for almost a year now. Started last fall. I think it was last August. And I've processed that stuff. I processed that July stuff, and it doesn't trigger me anymore. Like, I'm totally fine talking about it, thinking about it. Like, it doesn't ruin my day. It's been a really bad month still, but like, that's not actually associated with what happened all those years ago anymore, which is really good. So if you are a person who is out there and you are struggling, it can get better. I'm not going to say that my life is great right now, because it's not. But at least I'm not carrying that thing that I was carrying. And I know that not everybody has access to therapy. But if you are struggling with something and you do have access to therapy, please go. Specifically what I've been doing is EMDR to process that stuff. And it's like magic. It's actually pretty crazy how well it works. So yes, if you are a person that is struggling because of bad things that happened to you, or even like maybe you're the person that did a bad thing and you've realized that and you're struggling because of that, or whatever. Like, I really just want to encourage you, whoever you are, if you're watching this, therapy is not a bad thing. It's not something that you should be ashamed of. And I just want people to have better lives. So, anyway, that's my spiel about that. I'm glad that when I think about Take That July, it's not like a current thing for me anymore. It's like this July has sucked, but I don't associate it in the same way, which is amazing. Because I thought that was going to be something that I was going to be carrying and was just going to be like really awful for me for the rest of my life. Can you see how mad Nia is right now? So angry. So angry. You're the one who wanted to get up in my lap. All right? You did this. You did it. Anyway. That concludes the watch back of the 112.53. Thank you guys for joining me for that. I am going to stop recording now so that if I decide to do something with this content, it will be easier to use. So thank you for watching. Bye. If you're watching the thing, have a great day.